Hi there, Tara here. Today we are going to talk about getting over the fear of going live or coming onto YouTube. Now, listen, I totally get it. As a business owner, this is something we're constantly told we should be doing. You need to show up differently. You need to go live. You need to do YouTube. You need to. Today, I want to talk to you about some of the things I did to get comfortable to go live and to actually start a YouTube channel. This has been something amazing for me to get me out of my comfort zone. And I'm going to tell you a secret. Over time, it got not only easier, but I actually look forward to doing this. I looked forward to it before, but now I get to do it more as an impromptu style. I get to have that basic conversation of knowing what I want to say and just being able to go through the flow with you. And the reason this is important for me is because you know that it's coming 100% naturally in that moment. It is coming to you live. and you also might not know exactly what to expect by the end of the video because I am actually an intuitive business strategist. So once in a while, things come to me that just kind of feel like they need to be said in the moment. And when that happens, sometimes you get things thrown into the mix here on my YouTube channel that fit, but might not seem to go with the flow as well. And I usually just leave it in because it's something that needed to be said. Biggest thing I know you're probably working through is a fear of judgment. This is probably the biggest thing that there was for me. It wasn't what will I say? It wasn't what is going to happen when I do it. It wasn't what if I do it wrong or mess up. Well, maybe a little bit of that because that is part of the judgment piece. So I was worried about judgment. What would people think? What would people say? Will people think I'm an imposter? Will people think this? Will people think that? And then it came down to me having to reframe my mind. I needed to restructure the way I was thinking of things. I'm showing up to you intentionally looking the way I am today. I did not do as much makeup. I did not do as much for hair. I am wearing mismatched clothing, but I'm still in my comfy sweater because this one makes me feel good, makes me feel like I can come to you more authentically. But the whole point being is I want you to know you don't have to be perfect. This is not a place where you need to be perfect. It's about getting your message out in a way that really resonates with others. Whether you're teaching something, sharing something, or just being you and vlogging, showing up the way that you want to ultimately be known for is going to help you ease the struggle of going live. Now, the whole reason being is you no longer have to put a mask on. If you're feeling so good about who you are and what you represent, you won't have to worry about how somebody might judge you because you are authentically who you are. And deep, deep down, we can't change that piece of us. So if you can show up from that deep core, you're going to be able to really showcase the real you and attract the people who want to get to know you more. So there are a few things that mindset wise that I want to run through with you before this video ends. And if you want to learn more about being more authentic and showing up aligned in your business or in life, go over and join my Facebook group and get to know me and everybody else who is in there as we support each other through this growth and this ability to be who we are more genuinely. Let's get started with some of these mindset things that I really want to work through with you. And we're going to get started today, but if you need more assistance, make sure you join that group so you can work deeper within yourself and for your business in a way to see that growth happen that you want to see happen naturally without feeling forced. The mindset obstacles we're going to talk about today are all things that I needed to overcome. This should hopefully help you see any that you might have coming up. One of the things I was concerned about was my appearance, to be honest. It's not that I'm vain and I don't judge other people. When I was younger, I was told that my posture wasn't very good and that I needed to smile more and my hair was a mess and this and this and this and this. So through life, I lived with this feeling that I wasn't good enough. And I was always shy of the camera. I didn't want to be in front of a camera. I didn't want to be in front of a video. There was no way I would be doing something like this. Yet my dream was to become an actress. But I felt like my dream was never going to be achievable because I was always told I wouldn't fit the part. I might not look how a lot of actresses look, but that when I'm giving myself and my time and my knowledge and my skills here on YouTube, you deserve to see the true me. And I want you to consider that as you go and start looking at doing live videos or YouTube videos. Do your followers deserve to see the true you? Is the information you're giving valuable enough that you're okay to set the aesthetics aside? Another mindset shift that I needed to work through was, what if people didn't like my content or thought I was faking it to make it, that I was an imposter? That imposter syndrome was real, even though I knew I had the talents and the gifts and the knowledge to be able to share with everyone. There was a piece of me that did not feel good enough, didn't feel worthy enough, and didn't feel like I was as good as other people out there. And I know I'm not the only one that's felt this way. I can't help you change that overnight. There was a lot of work that needed to be done within myself to be able to get past that. But what I can tell you is, as long as you start to recognize that that is there, you have the ability to start working on it energetically. You can start already breaking down those thought processes once you know that they're there. Another mindset thing was, what if I ruin my name by going live? What if somebody really hates me and starts to slander me or starts to say things about me? And first of all, you're going to get some haters. Be okay with that, by knowing that even if you touch one person with what you are doing in such a way that you're making a difference in their lives, you know that you're doing the right thing. Another mindset was the need to be perfect. What if I stumble on my words? What if I make a big mistake? What if something else happens? And let me tell you, in the imperfections, you find your tribe. You find your followers that really want to get to know you more, that really want you to be their leader, because they can see themselves in you. When you are too perfect, when you are like that actress on the screen, that you're saying all the right things and your motions are exactly right and your speech is clear as day and you have no blemishes on your face and your hair is beautiful and long and wavy. And yes, I do still like to look good on the most part. I'm doing this partly for me and partly for you. Just know that the perfections lead to people not believing your authenticity. When I am here and I have a child run in, or you may have seen a weird transition in the video here today because the kids were crying in the other room, I had to run out and go and assess and deal with the situation and come back. But if you heard the crying or you noticed the change, it's okay, because that's life. And all of my tribe understands that I have 3 young children and I love you all. But my priority is making sure that everybody is safe. This happens when I'm live too. I have had cameras fall off of my computer and the whole world sees every other inch of the room and up my nose as I go to lift the camera up. And it's okay, because that is authentically me. And if that is how I show up, but I still give the content and I still give you the information you need, you can resonate better and determine if I'm the one you want to subscribe to, if I'm the one that you resonate with and you want to work with down the road, or if you want to go check out my Facebook group, because you know if I jive with you. And if I don't, it's okay. You'll find somebody that does. So I hope that today's message really sinks in. It is okay to go live. It really isn't as scary once you get started, but it is scary. And it took me 6 months to do my first live video. And I had to do it in a way that I felt safe, because all of those fears were still there when I jumped in to do my first one, because I needed to work up the courage. I needed to work up the way that I felt. And it may take you longer. And it may go faster for you. You might be able to be like, you might go live one day and be like, this is easier than I thought. It absolutely was easier than I thought. And every time I took notes and every time I went to read what I was going to say, nothing flowed for me. I had to scrap every piece of paper I had along the way so that I could connect with you. And I hope that this really sits well for you. And I hope you join my groups. And I hope that you subscribe. And I hope that you want to see more of this. Because if you even go back 1 year to my first YouTube video, you will see a change in who I am now versus then. And that's totally okay. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's never going to be perfect at first. Don't expect it to be. That's okay. You are important. You have a lot to say, and you need to share it. And share it in a way that the people around you, the people you want to work with, and the people you care and love can be supportive of you and want to follow you. In the comments, let me know what has inspired you the most in today's video. I hope you'll get started with doing more videos on your own soon, and that we'll see you in some of my other spaces. Have a really wonderful day. Bye. See you next week.